Ed Sheeran singing some love songs. Admitting this to the public and to the world is so hard. He's literally signing his eviction notice. Get out of the pail. So I think we've got it figured out.
My dad says it pays to advertise.
I feel like there's a plan here. Uh-oh. Wreck-It Ralph. Hello. Good morning, you guys. It's been a rough hour or so. I finally got the nerve to post about goat, and I didn't think it was bothering me until I started to write it out and go through old videos and old pictures, and I'm like, oh my god, I love her so much. Anyway, I'm good now. I've had a couple conversations. I had a really good conversation with my friend Lindsay, who's also a sheep farmer, and of course Belinda just sent me a really nice text. So I've got people in my corner. But what I came on here to tell you is that I talked to my vet Rex. Quite honestly, a lot of farmers don't test for this because we don't know what to do if we're positive. I think it's more prevalent than any of us want to admit, me being one of them. I've always had a feeling I've had it because of the way I brought in my flock, which is I got sheep peppered from literally all over Canada into my barn. So I knew it was just a matter of time before I would see the big one, which is Métis Vizsla. So admitting this to the public and to the world is so hard, and I didn't know it carried such a weight of shame. I asked him if there's a vaccine. There is no vaccine for it. I'm very excited to just have a plan that makes sense for us and our farm. I'm hoping to document this all so if anything, I can be an example of something to try to do to make it all make sense, because having this information just fall on your lap, literally for the last 48 hours, I've sat here going, what the heck am I going to do now? This morning was all about phone calls and texts and reading people's comments, and I think for the rest of the day we are going to not do that. We are taking out the boys today. Yesterday I had second thoughts because it seemed like there was a lot of breeding. But Chris has been watching them all morning. There really wasn't anything. She said there was some attempts, but that the ladies were running away. So we're going to stick with the 21 days. I can't do it tomorrow because we're doing hay, and whatever the results are, the results are. All right, so the boys are going to go, kind of got this set up like so. The boys are going to be diverted into that pen, and the girls are just going to go in the center alley, and then we'll rearrange and sort maybe later today or maybe Saturday. Might have to open that one up for him. Brat. Go if you don't want to go. He's literally signing his eviction notice. And you can just leave him out there and we'll dump him over after. Are they all girls there? Perfect. Get out of the pail. Hey, sweetie. How are we today? Did you eat it or do we need your neighbors eat it? We need to put a little thing here so it's just you. Yes. I know, they ate all your food. Carissa will get you some more. Yes. Yeah. So no big changes today. She's still eating, still comfy. No heavy breathing. Basically what we're looking for from now going on is if she quits eating, which she's still nibbling away, very little. And the other thing is any changes in her breathing. So if she starts to get into respiratory distress, then we'll have to take some different steps. But for right now, we're just keeping her happy. Is it good? So we have everybody sorted and moved around. I just told Chris to watch this pen here. I think it's a bit tight. And I split their pen in half and put some over there and some in here. But there's 8 more in there than in there. So we might have to take 4 out and put them in the other pen. But we'll see. You don't really know until they're feeding, and that's when you know if they're squished or not. The boys are all getting to know each other. I put the young ones in with the older ones now that they're done breeding. They seem to be fine. Ed Sheeran singing some love songs, I'm sure, with the boys. Some good collaborations happening here. Hello, Prince Harry. You just want to eat. Breeding is officially finished. We will see what the outcome of this is in 6 weeks. I usually book Rebecca 6 weeks after I pull the rams, so I'll have to go to the computer. On my spreadsheet I have kind of a whole lambing schedule, and I'll write in when I pull these rams, and it'll spit out when I have to scan them, and then I will text Rebecca and get that all arranged. Hello. Had a good talk with Mark at lunch about this hay. I think we're gonna let it, it's such a perfect sunny, actually hot day, not a lot of wind. We're gonna let the top of this hay dry quite a bit today, and then I might come in this afternoon, late this afternoon, early evening, to merge the 2 rows together for Ethan for tomorrow. And then I just remembered what I need to do today is actually make room for the bag that's gonna get put here tomorrow. So if you remember, when we do use the bagger, we almost need 2 lanes. So there's a wee little bit of haylage left there. A little bit of corn silage. We're going to say goodbye to the corn silage, which is probably okay anyway. We're getting into a lot of spoilage right now. We just can't keep up with it for how much we're feeding, and we're at the butt end, and always the butt end of a bag just seems to be not as great. Just the corners build up and air gets into it, and you just get a lot more mold. So we're digging out stuff off that every day. So I think it's probably just as well. We'll say goodbye to that. There's maybe 3 or 4 days left in that, so that timing worked out perfect. And then the ration will be just haylage and dry corn, where there was some corn silage before. So we'll make do with some dry corn, the right amount of dry corn, instead of using the corn silage. So I'm going to take a couple seconds, clean up those bags. I made a new feed sheet for Carissa now that all those pens have changed around, and then I'm going to merge all that hay. Clean. Tomorrow morning Chris will start feeding out of the second cut bag here, and we will start a bag right here, and then corn silage will go here next month. Well, you guys, I'm just taking over. Mark did the headlands. We are merging 2 rows into one. Some of the headlands we actually do 3 into 1 just because they're a bit thinner. My beautiful daughter dropped off Wendy's tonight. We're cheating on McDonald's because McDonald's drive-thru was really full, she said. So this is our nutritious takeout for tonight. We're not probably going to do the whole field tonight. We're actually not even probably going to merge all the rows because we're not sure if the bag will be full before we're done the field, and we will have to dry the rest of the hay. So the reason why we're putting 2 rows into 1 is Ethan's harvester is quite big capacity wise, and it runs a lot better and it chops a lot nicer. Like it gets back to the back of the wagon a lot better when he keeps the header really full. So that is why we do 2 into 1. This is a 50 acre, just shy of 50 acres I believe, that we reserve for the sheep. 3 cuts is oodles when all 3 cuts are good, which they were this year. And 4th cut we're not doing. We've only ever had to do 4th cut once, that was last year, and that was just to catch up in our inventory, which we did really well. So I think we've got it figured out, you know, how much feed we need for about 400 ewes and 30-ish rams for the most part, and some lambs in there. And then, yeah, we just keep a little bit of dry hay on hand for the market lambs across the road. And when I run into issues like I did this week with those, the grain overload ewes. All right, we're almost to the end again. That was fast. Nice talking to you. Destroy my guts today.
I don't know if I can even eat my McDonald's before I go to before I get home.
Good morning, guys. It is hay day. I'm not really sure whose idea it was to get up at 4 and edit on the morning of hay, but so some water. Someone made me that. How cute is that? Bob is here and the bagger is all set up, hooked up. Ethan's here. He's already started to blow in his first round into the wagons, and yeah, we're just getting ready for a long, warm day. I've never actually filmed the inside of this thing for people.
Just don't hit my butt.
I won't get your butt this time, Bob.
I do have my right pants on.
My dad says it pays to advertise. We only got rained out once. It poured for about, I don't even know, maybe 5 minutes. But we got most of that field off. There's a little bit left. We have to wait for a few days for it to dry, make some dry hay bales out of it, as dry as we can. And here's the bag. It looks really good on this side, but you guys, I need some help with the curvature of my bag. I make them very curvy. So I'm just taking the Bobcat quick here and cleaning off kind of the messes that we made here. It wasn't going to win that battle. Where put that knife? Did I put it back?
No, you put it back in the room.
I put it back. Our post-hay decompress time in the truck. Hey, Luce? Getting some soil sampling done. There they are.
They're supposed to do these two first.
Look at those puppies. Morning, everyone. It's Sunday. Yesterday, I took the day to recover from Friday, to recover from the week. It was just one of those weeks. It's just one of those weeks that farming in general was a bit of a challenge, and we do have those weeks. Makes us appreciate the good ones. Yeah, so hay was an adventure. We did get that bag done. A little bit left. Mark figures about 18 rows left. We will merge those into 9 rows. We have Danny lined up to bale tomorrow. We have Cody lined up to wrap tomorrow. And it has rained every morning since we finished this. So we will not have dry hay. It will be dry enough. The wrapping really tends to stop the heating process of the hay. We had to wrap it anyway. We don't have anywhere to put them because our straw is in all the storage. So this morning, Carissa texted me, I have a couple lambs I have to give an antibiotic to. She's noticing they're limping, so she wonders if it's joint ill. It looks like it's in their joint. And then I have to seal up the bag that we did on Friday. The barn, my happy place. Your poop looks good. Means you're eating. That is what we like to see. Yes. She's still skinny. Hello. As promised, our little daily updates. Oh, she's picking away. That's a good girl. You like the haylage. We actually switched bags, and looks like she likes this stuff a little bit better, which is good. Anything to keep her eating is going to help prolong life of those lambs, which is really, we're on lamb saving mode right now. So yeah, she's pretty skinny still. Oh, that reminds me, today is the 7th. That means we are exactly a month before this group is due to the lamb. So that should be fun. How does that happen so quick? It turns around so quick. Hello, Marge. Still large. All right, I'm looking for the little black lamb with the brown on its belly that I helped deliver. I'm so upset that it's limping. This one. Ooh. I don't know. It's limping a little bit. If I can get you in the creep area, that would be optimal. Go in the creep. Other one. Go in the corner. You're strong. That's a good sign. There. There. I'm sorry you feel yucky. Oh, my poor asphalt. Good thing about asphalt, this will melt, reconstitute itself. What is he doing? I feel like there's a plan here. Somewhere inside that cute little noggin.
Not particularly.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt my feelings if I never saw that thing again.
Oh, you probably won't.
Oh yeah, you want to use the boards?
I was interested in using that frame that's underneath it. But I got it here somehow with this, but I can't lift it up, so.
Did we have the extensions, maybe?
Oh, yeah, maybe you're right.
Yeah. That'll do it.
That?
That'll do it. And that's all there is on the bottom of a forage wagon.
Yeah.
Huh. So this is what you use the bottom of a forage wagon for. Making your sawmill level.
Trying to.
Measure like Belinda and say 2 inches and a tick.
Good enough for the girls I date.
Better be. You measured up?
Measure twice, marry once.
Change of plans. We're gonna put it back over at the shop where we can do some other stuff, maybe make it portable. So we did all that for nothing. Uh-oh. Wreck-It Ralph. That's way better. Come on.